Yeah, we are at Sydney International Airport, heading to Bangkok on our way to the Himalayas. I've got my trusted companion, the duck.
Well, we've arrived at JP Vasant Continental in New Delhi, and we're enjoying the luxuries of 5-star accommodation before we embark on our Adventure8 journey into the Himalayas. And I've got James here, and you can... Any apprehensions about our journey ahead?
None whatsoever. Just pure excitement.
To Australia.
Hi, I'm Manan from India. And you from, sir?
We're from Sydney. So
Sydney.
We're doing a trip to the Himalayas. So our adventure starts here. No doubt you're going to give us a good ride through the highlights of New Delhi.
Okay.
Realme, no problem. You touch. Yeah, good picture. Nice.
He's my friend.
Yeah. Happy?
Yes. It's all good. We arrived. Any idea where we are?
We are in Dharamsala. And translated in Hindi, that means place of worship.
We're in a small village just about 20 kilometers outside Dharamsala, and it's called McLeod Ganj, and that actually translates into Little Lhasa. This is the home of the Dalai Lama. We're expecting a lot of rain today. There's a monsoon trough that's been coming over northern India, and it's we've been in it since yesterday. It's been raining all day yesterday, and we're expecting another 50 millimeters today. We're going to be doing a short ride. We get our bikes. We had a look at the bikes yesterday. Mechanics were still working on them. We've got a garage underneath the building that we're staying in today. We met our tour guide, Deepak, really experienced guy. He's done a lot of touring with other companies and joined Vintage Rides about 18 months ago. He joined Vintage Rides because from his experience in doing tours in India, they are the most professional, most organised, and they've got rides all over the world, and that's the reason why Adventure8, me, teamed up with Vintage Rides to do these tours around the world as well. We've got some instructions of how to ride, where to ride. The interesting ones, some of the interesting tips were avoid using the front brake, and I'm not entirely sure whether that's to cater for the people with the least experience who aren't very familiar with using front brakes in slippery conditions on a motorcycle, or whether it's the way people ride here. And if you brake too quickly, you're going to have someone up the backside of your bike. Anyway, we'll find that out today. Yes, also the riding positions is something interesting. We've got a team of 10 riders, Deepak our guide, and 9 in our team. And the process is to always look in the rear vision mirror and see the rider behind, and then for some reason you lose the rider behind, you stop, and if for some reason the rider in front of you disappears and you can't see them and they can't see you, well then you stop as well, and then Deepak will come and find us. So that's the theory. We'll see how we go today as well. The biggest challenge, I think, from my perspective on this tour will be is how I handle the altitude. We'll be riding up to about 5,600 meters, but the highest point, depending on how we're all doing, could be as high as 5,750 meters. high-speed territory. I think this is probably the fastest that we've gone so far, 40 kilometers an hour. And I don't think it's going to be much faster for some time to come yet. Beautiful scenery, lots of water, and I suspect there's going to be more water. The further we go, the temperatures will go down as well. Right now it's about 20 degrees, but it's really humid, so even going at 40 k's, it just gives it enough movement of air to make it comfortable. Well, we had a great day of riding yesterday. Everyone became quite familiar with the Royal Enfields. Fantastic bike. It's ideal for these sort of conditions. Just slow thump, and it just gets you everywhere. Some of the riding has been pretty tricky, particularly up in the passes where the road just veers, does tight head turns and difficult angles and narrow roads, and all the traffic wants to go in both directions all at the same time on any side of the road. So a bit scary in some cases, but we managed to navigate those and ready for more action. The rain hasn't eased up. We had a pretty good day yesterday once we got down a bit lower. As always in these sort of trips, things change on a daily basis, and unfortunately there's been just too much rain in the Himalayas, and the route that we wanted to take to Chamba and Kala, that particular pass, there's just too many landslides and you can't get through. We heard of one group that had left a few days earlier and have been stuck there, and no one's been able to communicate with them exactly where they are. So we have to do the journey that we had planned sort of in reverse. So today we're going to go to Manali, and we're going to spend 2 nights there, which is about 250 kilometers, but apparently it's going to take you about 7 or 8 hours of riding, not to mention the breaks. So slow pace again, probably 40, 50 kilometers an hour if you're lucky, avoiding the cows and anything else that's on the road. Enjoying the rain?
When do we start having fun?
We have done 50 kilometers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we've got 185 to go.
Yeah, 185.
Oh, I thought we had already done 185.
No. 185 is west.
So we've been riding for almost 2 hours to do 50 kilometers, so 25 kilometers an hour. So 250 kilometers, that's 10 hours. A recycled plastic bottle becomes my bark busters, hopefully to keep my gloves a little bit drier. To see how long they last. Up here I noticed some grinding from the back wheel, and I thought, oh no. So I just mentioned it to my tour guide here, Deepak, and no sooner did I mention it, there they are, pulling it apart, doing my repair. Now that's service. Bearing, the new bearing on the left and the old bearing on the right. Not much left of the old bearing. So the last town that we rode through was called Mandi, and so we're about 3.5 hours away from Manali. Now the temperature, it must be, I don't know, I guess it's only probably about 25 or 26, but 100% humidity. It's so hot. From really being wet and not quite cold, but getting on cold, to now bloody heat.
Very good!
Whoa, what's the story here?
The district police have come out from Manali, I guess, I'm not sure where, but helping out with the traffic jam. Looking pretty sick around here, isn't it?
Happy days.
Apparently some of these cars have been waiting for 2 hours.
Great. How long have we been here? An hour and a half?
You can do it! Go home! Keep on going! Wanted an adventure, and I guess this is exactly what it is. Plan A, Plan B, Plan C, Plan D. Who knows whether we get to Plan E even by today. The work never stops, does it?
Sorry?
The work never stops.
Never stop.
Every day you have to do something.
sure you want to be with this man?
Oh, look, he looks trustworthy. Slightly.
That's your first mistake.
Anyway, we'll see how you go. There are 4 other riders. No, 9 other riders. You got a choice of 10.
Wow, I'm lucky girl.
Yeah. We've been a couple of days in Manali here. It's been really great weather after all the heavy rainfall. And we're off to Jispa now, but again, plans will have to be changed again. There is another landslide up in the mountains, and whether we can actually get to Jispa or not is another story.
Right, Greg, that's your start.
And our slipper mechanic. Even the people help out. Come on guys, push!
Hakuna Matata. Adventure.
What happened, Ivan?
Okay, so the road curves around to the right and obviously drops off on the right hand side. He was coming from the left hand side between 2 trucks, and at that point he doesn't remember much, but he rode off the edge, he rode all the way down. He just remembers waking up with the bike on top of him. Thank you, Dom. And he's got a sore head, so probably a bit of concussion, and he's got all scratches up his right side. But apart from that, he's okay. And they've recovered the bike, a few broken bits, but very lucky boy, very lucky boy. He's one of the older riders, so maybe just the heat exhaustion from going through this muddy section.
Yeah, you gotta stay cool, don't you?
Might have taken it out of him, but he actually doesn't remember. So he just remembers waking up with bike on top of him at the bottom.
Whew.
So lucky it wasn't one of ours.
Guy's taking a sports bike through all this. Not a trail bike, a full-blown sports bike, fairing and everything. We have a superior rider. Yeah. We've got complete chaos. Somehow there's some sort of a rhyme or reason who gets to go through first. Now they're just letting some of the bikes through. Our group is scattered. We reformulate every now and then. And then we get back together and we do the next section. But we're lucky to get through where we are right now. And we've got a good section here. Might as well enjoy it. vistas. We're at about 3,000 meters right now, so as long as you're not straining yourself, it seems to be okay. Back there where we're getting bogged and in the mud and everything, and I was exhausted. There was about 2,500, so I guess we have less oxygen again. And then we'll come to a stop here and then see where we go from there. Oh, we've got a camera crew here too, they want to film something. Yeah. So they're going to be blasting now a section of the road. So they've stopped us and then we're not allowed to go any further. Alright, well we found out where they put out the explosive just by that big rock. Alright. So what are your names?
I'm Lady in Pink Jacket. That's my name on Instagram.
Okay, we'll definitely follow you.
And I'm Rekha. I'm from Bangalore. So we both met in this trip.
Ah, is that right?
We don't know each other before.
So where did you start and where are you going?
So we are doing K2K, which is from Kanyakumari, the southern tip of India, like the end of land.
Yeah.
And then we are going to Leh, which was supposed to be Kashmir, part of Kashmir, now which is Union Territory. But still we consider it as a Kashmir because we want to do K2K.
Our networks don't work there, so it is still Kashmir.
Yeah.
So this is what we're planning. It's been almost 10-11 days. We're on the road.
Yep.
And due to roadblocks and landslides, we're already 3-4 days delayed.
Yeah. And how many kilometers will you have done?
4,500 odd.
So now they're letting through one small group at a time. So they probably, I don't know, about 20 or 30 cars, and then if there's any motorcyclists amongst them, they let us through at the same time as well. I guess there's still rhyme or reason, rhyme and reason for everything that's going on right now. But we're very lucky to have very mild temperatures. I'm guessing it's probably around 20 degrees. This is the main part of the rock slide, and just as those big trucks were going past, some more of that mountainside started to actually come down, so they've stopped all the traffic until they can work out whether that part is going to slip some more. Yeah, it's all pretty scary, that's for sure. They're even moving back some of the people there. Here we go, so they're going to let the truck go through. Keep an eye on the hillside there. If the rain comes, I mean, that would just stuff things up completely. We've got a huge overhang here as well in the road. Not very comfortable standing here as all these big trucks come by. Getting more vibration in the road. It'll be good. We'll be glad once they reverse direction of this traffic so we can get past this section. It's all a bit disconcerting, that's for sure. Oh, much. Oh, that section. Onwards and upwards we go. Dressed right now. As soon as you get a chance to move up, move up. Hey! Right, I'm at about 3,600 meters right now. I got a headache, but I've had it for most of the morning. I've been popping pills. We'll see how we go. We still have to go up higher. I've had enough of this already, I think, today. But anyway, and I've run out of water as well, so I'm not entirely sure what the next plan of attack will be. On top of that, my foot peg, I hit a big rock and it fell off. So I'm now riding with one foot on top of the crankcase and the other foot on the foot peg. Anyway, that's what we got right now. And McLeod is coming over. See how we go. And pretty rough road here to navigate. And the road continues to get higher, or go higher. Finally made it to Rohtang Pass, and a few other riders coming up from the other side. But we've got a long way to go still, so we'll see how we go. Oh, do we recognise anybody? No, still no one that I recognise. But a lot of happy faces, no doubt, between us apart. Locals that are repairing the road, putting in stone in the potholes, trying to redo the walls. It's amazing how they do it. Repairs on the go. And then the rain comes again and washes it all away again. Hi! Doing a great job, thank you very much! So this is passport control. So when you come down from the mountain, you have to go here and check in and let them know who you are, the bike, etc. So at this stage, I don't know whether anybody else has arrived from our group, but I'll hang around here until the first one does, and then make some decisions of where we go from there. I was supposed to be in Jispa tonight. It's 5:30 in the evening right now, and we've probably got another 40 kilometres to Jispa, so it's not too bad. Only Sunil and I got over Rohtang Pass? Rohtang Pass. They only opened it up. It's the first time in 4 days it actually has been opened up. There's been people waiting on the pass, literally sleeping in their cars all that period.
August, we're missing 8 of our friends. They have not crossed the Rohtang Pass, we believe. So the entire trip is in a bit of a disarray. We're thinking what to do, so hopefully we'll find a spot where we get some connection, give them a call and try and replan. So yeah, it's been a disaster, but yeah, what do we do?
There's been no power, there's been no telephone connections, mobiles, or anything for the last 4 days, so
yeah.
What do you do in a place, a majestic place like the Himalayas, with snow-capped mountains everywhere? It's just time to meditate.
Yeah.
Good news! We got the group back together, and the rest of the group managed to get through. Bit of chaos as we're trying to all work out how to get past that pass. But they arrived just about 9 o'clock. What is it? 9:30 now? Yeah, about 9 o'clock. They had to. They ended up coming down through the checkpoint somewhere around midnight. It's crazy. But I'm glad that we're all back together and our journey continues. There's still no fuel. We're going to have to sort of move ahead and try and barter with some locals to get some fuel before we continue our journey. That's good. Good news.
So the other Ivan, not this Ivan, the other Ivan, has broken his bike. He treats it so badly that he's destroyed the rear bearing and he skidded to a stop. I think you can see the really big black mark for the skid. If you look really hard, you might find it. It's somewhere over there. Yeah, exactly. Riding too hard, broke his bike, and now we have to leave him here. I mean, it's sad, but what do you do?
I suppose if we're going to leave one person behind, who would you choose?
Well, see, we've got 2 Ivans, so we can, you know, at least we have one left over.
1,000 meters. We're all doing pretty. We got 5 hours of riding to go, and it's about 3:30, so it's going to be a late night again, riding into the dark. Come out of the gearbox here, the gear shift shaft. Okay, this is going to be a test for our local mechanics to see how to get this bike back on the road. Fucking hell. So I fucked that up, I'm sorry. Fuck! Oh. Looks like Ivan was braking heavily. I went around to brake and James wasn't paying attention and came and crashed in between us and took out both myself and Ivan. Whew. Bloody hell. Woo-wee. I think Ivan is worse for wear. He's got a really bad leg. May well be broken. Whew. Whew. Shit happens, it's alright.
Sorry?
Shit happens.
I might have broken my fingers.
Fuck, you too. Which one?
Fuck, I looked up and you guys were just stopped. Or slowing down, I wasn't.
Ivan stopped suddenly. I went around him to stop in front of him.
I couldn't.
Oh, there's my watch. Time of the incident must have been exactly a few minutes past 5.
In the foot.
There's a zipper.
Something cold tonight.
Okay.
There's an inner and outer. Roll it up. Roll it up.
Is that blood?
It's blood, yeah.
Just push it out. Be careful because the boot.
No, hey, don't lean on the fucking thing. No. Roll it up. Okay. Keep going. You're right. So we can take the shoes off now? No, don't take the shoe off for fuck's sake. Okay, alright. Lift it up. Oh my God.
Hang on, put this here.
You let it go. You guys are legends. Okay.
Yeah.
He's broken his leg. I think it might actually be the knuckles rather than the fingers. This one's cactus.
Okay, well, the great thing about fingers is there's nothing we can do about it other than just wrap them up and make them immobile. Okay, in my rucksack I think I've got compressive bandages. Alright?
Don't just worry about Ivan first.
Well, at least it's left-handed, right-handed?
Yeah.
You can still wipe your ass with your right hand, see? It's the other way around. You fucking don't know which way to go.
So how's your thumb?
Thumb's alright.
Which fingers?
It seems to be these two mostly. I mean, it seems to be the knuckles. I can't really. Yeah, it's in here.
What time do the accident happen?
5 o'clock. The time is 20 past 5. You're probably okay just to hold it like that for now?
Yeah.
The only reason to bandage it up is just so you don't knock it against things. From your understanding at this stage, from everyone that's talking around you, who's actually put out the call for help? Has anyone? Do you know?
I'm on the ground.
All right. Okay. Can someone come and stand here so there's shade over? Someone stand? Hello. Can I have someone to stand here so there's shade over him? So just stand here so the shade is over his face. Okay. Deepak, do you know whether there's any way of communicating with anyone outside for help?
He'll need medical attention.
Yeah.
He will need it.
Here is not medical attention. Be better to go to the Ladakh.
Ladakh?
Leh? And how far is that?
That's right at the top.
Dom! Okay. And do you know where the army person is?
From 7 kilometers from here.
How many?
7 kilometers.
7 kilometers, okay.
Okay, so we've got some dressing.
Okay.
Have, like only a little bit. I only want to go up to 45.
It's called rice, mate.
Ivan, here's the plan. You ready?
Ready.
There is an Ivan camp.
There's more Ivans just down there.
There's an army camp about 7 kilometers away from here. The plan is to take you in the car.
Oh, that's a fine plan.
Okay. To take you to the army camp.
Yep.
To find out if there is a medic there.
Yes.
To at least see whether we can get some first assistance there.
Yep.
If that doesn't work, then we'll go to the next stage and we have to go to Leh, which is a longer drive.
Yep.
What?
Yep, we're good. You just keep breathing. Let's twist me. Which way do you want to go? Clockwise.
Hang on. He's not going to be able to move his leg around. Face that way.
Well, I can tell you the last 24 hours has been more of an adventure than we ever anticipated. Ivan ended up having a really bad compression in his foot, so we managed to get him to a medical camp about 7 kilometers up the road. They bandaged it up. That's all they could do right now. They had to cut off the boot and as part of the process put him on morphine and to try and dampen the pain. James ended up really spraining about 3 fingers on his left hand, so they were able to wrap that up as well. That means that both riders can't continue.
Hung has decided to also go back with Ivan to help him in his return journey to Australia. So the situation as it is now is that last night Ivan, Hung and James, together with Deepak and one of the drivers, took the support vehicle to Leh. We've teamed up with another vintage rider group, a French group, and we're going to tag along with them, and we're all going to meet up in Leh, and that's where Deepak will join back into the tour with our smaller group, and we have to work out how to get the other guys out of Leh to ride. Staying at 5,520 metres or thereabouts, it's everyone is having their challenges with altitude. Mind, obviously, your concentration changes so dramatically, and possibly that could have been the reason for the accident yesterday as well. And everyone seems to have some level of headache. I'm sort of popping painkillers every 4 to 6 hours to manage. And yeah, so Leh's about 3,500 metres above sea level, so it's a couple of thousand metres lower, so hopefully we'll all feel a bit better by that stage. And I guess as the days go on, we'll start to get acclimatised a little bit more to this altitude.
Well, we've got a much larger group now. Wow, this is our highest pass so far, at something like 5,320 odd metres above sea level. We've been at the 4,500 level for a number of days now, and I don't know whether we're getting accustomed to it or not, but it's spectacular. We're on top of the mountain. If we look in the distance, you can see snow-capped areas of the Himalayas. Far out. That's a bit of a skid and a few bumps. Just sent the bike to the side, and Greg for a sixer.
Yeah.
Understand we've got these bikes for 2 days because only we need a change of registration for this area.
Yeah, so if you look at the number plates, see the JK? That stands for Jammu Kashmir, which is this region, whereas our other number plates were HP, which was Himalayan Pradesh.
See you! Close to probably around the 5,000 meter mark, and Kadung La Pass is at 5,605 meters.
Well, I was having a snow fight with a Kiwi, so I'm a little bit out of breath, but I want to thank my wife for encouraging me to do this trip, because it was awesome. Yeah, it's great to be up here, and thank you to Adventure8 for organising the trip for us. That's it. It's good.
at about 4,500 meters, and we're still going to Tso Morini, which is probably about 50, I don't know, 30, 40 kilometers away. Okay. I always wanted to know what a yak looked like, and this one's a baby yak, and a very friendly one at that. Yeah. What's your name? Yaki?
What a beautiful day. What a yak.
I'm there! I'm there! I'm there! Oh. Oh.
Huh? No break me.
Whew. This is one of the smaller lakes, and we go right down to the other guys.
Pretty bloody good. In fact, I would dare say yesterday I would rank as the best day's riding I have ever had.
Ah.
It was sensational. Highly recommended.
And last night? That's the part I missed out on.
Last night? I don't know, I went for a 5k walk, so...
What?
Yeah.
Madman. I went to the toilet 10 times. I discovered a new technique of a fire hydrant out of your bum. Feeling pretty shit today, but RJ is going to actually ride my bike for the day.
Very difficult.
Well done. I'm glad it was you, not me.
Man, it was hard work.
Yeah.
It's so good to be back on the bike again after travelling in the car for a day and feeling really sick from diarrhea, no energy. I didn't keep my eyes open all day yesterday, but it's amazing what 24 hours makes. We stayed overnight at Satchu, somewhere around the 4,500 to 4,800 metres above sea level. I think it was an easier night than the previous time we stayed here, obviously getting used to the height. And now we're riding to Manali today, so it's a huge ride. And we're going over the Rohtang Pass, which is also at a phenomenal height. So it's a beautiful, cool day, sunny day, ideal riding conditions.
So what have we got there today? Mutton. Mutton. Mutton sauce. Oh, outstanding. Just as well I'm feeling better today.
Ouch. You want to, we'll give you a hand, pull back on the road. Just pull it back first, yeah, without touching. You're not going to rub that. Right leg. Give it. That's it. Okay. You got it here as well. The whole assembly. Just put it over there. Just put it over there, we've got a bit of space. Right, so this is where we drop off the bikes, and from here on we stay the night in Manali, then catch a bus back to Delhi, and then everybody's back home or continuing their trip, whatever they may be doing. But again, to the guys that had to fly back to Australia, really sorry you couldn't make this last bit, and look forward to seeing you on some more trips in the future. Fine, I don't mind.
Hands up.
You're directing, so just deal.
Yeah, okay. You may continue.
Oh, is this not a photo? No.
This is video.
Video.
Relax.
Greg, you're on. Gentlemen, the reason we are is to thank Deepak and his wonderful team. That's you guys. And of course, Adventure Moto for organising. For organising this trip for us. We really had a wonderful time. We appreciate all that you guys have done for us. You've gone out of your way, you've worked late nights, early mornings.
Kept those bikes on the road.
You've driven hundreds of kilometres in the dark, in treacherous conditions.
Always smiling.
And never complained. So just from us, we want to say thank you very much for your effort. So from us, we're hoping that's enough for you. Thank you very much for driving. That's from all of us. That's for you. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Yeah, good. You fuck all.
What do you mean? I had to put up with
you really were a good leader. Thank you. Right. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guy.
We did remember you. I'll keep my teeth in. We did remember you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
All of us.
Thank you, sir, so much for supporting me.
Thank you.
Share your experience. I'm very happy. Thank you.
Just one more minute.
Alright, so while you're on that side,
we'll ask Peter to say something.
You gotta watch the camera. You have to stand in the right spot, otherwise you get really upset.
Okay. I'm not pushing. Alright, from Adventure8. Adventure8.com.au. I'd like to thank, obviously, the team, plus our team back in Australia have already gone back early, unfortunately, for just being a fantastic group and working together, because at the end of the day, it's only adventure if the whole group gets through. Unfortunately, we had some accidents along the way, but everything will repair. Everything will repair. But again, I want to thank Vintage Rides and Deepak. Thank you. Go after the leg go. Alright. And RJ for looking after me. I have my personal rider. I really appreciate the driving. I love your driving. You're the only four-wheel driver that can go on two wheels and I'm asleep for the whole lot. So thanks again, guys. Really appreciate it.